You thought the Express would bring salvation? But it will only bring about annihilation once more. Coast where the Tower of Infinity slumbered. The place from which the Express set off once more. Or, as I frequently call it, where repeated mistakes begin. So, how does it feel being back on old stomping grounds?
It's just a shame you are my traveling companion.
Better traveling with me than traveling alone. The blood-stained games have no winners. You imaginated your Mechatrons, but the remaining wish power can't create the audience, much less support a long journey. Leading us to the third question. How exactly did you cure the weathering curse?
You're still beating around the bush? Even now?
Have I ever deviated from the topic at hand?
3 blanks, corresponding to 3 secrets. They seem to point to me, but they really just conceal your true intentions. Who left the Starblazer's blueprints on the Express? Who met Himeko and Motoko here? How did they cure the irreversible weathering curse? You have many questions, but none about your so-called daughter. Your real interest is in Aha. The truth from 15 years ago is key to figuring out when the Phantasmoon games are compromised, what form they will descend in, and how they plan to intervene.
So, I guessed right. They appeared and ignited the Astral Express.
Stop. The game's over then. You set the rules. A secret for a secret.
You didn't take my trump card.
Yes, but I took mine. Unfortunately, I wasn't the one who met Aha. The answer you were looking for never existed. That's what they said when they gave me the gift.
Let's just call it, a long overdue compensation.
Lost in thought again? You beat the Herald of Death, but you're not happy. I'm not sure how to put it. Because I'm leaving soon. Once the Express reignites and takes off, There won't be any wish power in the vacuum. And Imagine will die out. This is the best outcome. But if I just set off like this, I know it'll haunt my dreams forever. Thinking back on it, my dream was built on someone else's sacrifice. If you feel scared, just look up. Up there are the same stars we gazed at together for countless nights. You'll see all those sights in my stead and experience all those stories as wonderful and strange as Imagine. You've known all along, haven't you? So be brave and stop this talk about sacrifices. I give my life to conquer the land that trapped us here. You have to go alone, dummy. What did you say when you created me? I quote, "If I die, I want to die where the stars are within reach." When the Vantis moon is full again, I will be there as I have promised. I will come back with so many stories to tell you. So, deal? If you can't find me to share your stories, then tell them to the moon, like a morning actor. The moon's shadow said this while giving me my gift. Let's just call it a long overdue compensation. It's time we set off once more, Akivili.
So, it was the self-portrait that saw Aha. You placed a bet with a fake chip?
You call it a challenge, but it's really just a waste of time for you.
This is a blow, I have to admit. Just a little one, but a blow. Though, if you don't have the answer, then I can execute destruction without a shred of guilt.
You're wrong again. This little test was your last chance to find your way back.
Interesting. You were giving me a chance.
Even after falling so far as to become a Lord Ravager, I still wished to give the former navigator a chance to turn back. But this journey has convinced me. You are not some wayward nameless. You are just another enemy trying to dishonor the Express. And to enemies, I only respond in one way.
Destroy me? Could you really?
I saw right through your tricks, Lord Ravager. You summoned the apocalypse, and transformed 1,000 times, and created scenes from the past to confuse me. But in the end, you just use reality as a canvas to imaginate the uncertain into truth. You used people's wish power to imaginate that impending future born of their fears. And using the same trick, you imaginated versions of yourself that could exist in different places. But when another possibility is observed by others, it crushes the imaginated lie, and your ability loses its effect instantly.
And what will you do about it? Stuck as you are in the world in canvas. Even if you summon the feeble star blazer and do your best to crash into the space, you will never escape.
Escape? Who said anything about escaping? Gravity does not only trap people on the ground, it also drags the stars toward each other. Have you, a former navigator, really forgotten the nameless distress signal? How they use massive collisions to simulate the gravity wave frequency used by the Express to warp jump? Not even imaginated spaces can block out a signal like that. My companions have known your secret for a while. In a minute or so, you might see your scheme start to fall apart. Or is it seconds, not minutes?
Huh. Oh, nicely done. But you have a really terrible habit. Does becoming a navigator mean always facing danger on your own? Well, since this game of ours is ending soon, can you guess how many people I have lined up to play the same game? Go on. You have one chance to guess the answer. The probability of you stopping me is 0.
What exactly are you planning to do?
Who says the great destroyer of Elation came to Planarcadia to kill Aha? You are not my target. They are not my target. Shall I officially announce my plan? In the name of Terminus, his journey ends here.
Ignite the Express's engine is definitely a tad too dramatic if Himiko just wants us to rescue survivors with the Express.
What was she implying?
If Asad Pramat was close by, then he would have discovered any clues Himiko left behind. So... her message seems pretty standard. But only we'll know what she really means, because we're the Nameless?
Something about the engine of the Express? Has Himiko mentioned something of this sort in previous journeys? This may be the key.
Well, I kind of zone out whenever Himiko starts talking about warps and calibrating coordinates and all that. Power of remembrance, activate! Aha! I remember now. We were back in Penacony, talking about the Charmony Festival, and Himiko said the family sent a music box as an invitation, and then she said...
But the box that was sent to us was slightly unusual. The music it played had off-key notes in the background. I recorded these dissonant notes, and they were a perfect match with the gravity wave frequency when the Express made its warp jump. Also, the Express engine's spatial curvature was its encryption key.
A distress call method regularly used by the Nameless.
I remember now. Pearl said something similar not too long ago.
A conflict broke out between Miss Himiko and an entity suspected to be Assad Pramod. A gravitational wave effect caused by a giant mass was observed.
Himiko is hinting that we should use the gravity probe on the Express to receive her signal.
That's exactly it!
If that's the case, we need to get ready as soon as possible.
It'll take some time to clear the passage to the Express. Sunday, do you have a way to contact the conductor?
The distance does not pose a problem for tuning. However, my birds must first lock on to the conductor as their target. I will do my best. Please, excuse me for a moment.
The detective's eyes take in everything. His face is inscrutable, though the rate of his respiration is tellingly 0.3 seconds above normal. By all indications, he is uneasy.
Uneasy? Who?
The source of his unease is the little raccoon's imminent departure on a mortal journey, and the survivors of the disaster that befell this city.
All right, Mr. N, that'll do. You seem to have time on your hands. Help me clear this passage.
900 credits an hour plus 2 bananas does not cover this task, Mr. Ashvale.
Shut your mouth and go on patrol. As a detective's assistant, your job is to keep an eye on everything when the detective is otherwise occupied.
Let me open my senses.
Just look. No matter how chaotic things get out there, you won't let your leaders down.
I received a message that Silverwolf has arrived at Pearlux Tower. Together with Pearl, she'll repair the communication systems across Planarcadia. Then, with Graphius' assistance, they'll attempt to reenact the ritual from a millennium ago, folding all of Planarcadia back into the canvas. The most extreme measure of protection. How's the situation here? Very good. Go ahead and do your part. As for the rest, leave it to me. Go ahead and do your...
Good news, My bird has located them. I am able to share what the conductor is seeing. A moment, please, while I inform them of the situation.
Any progress?
Yes. The conductor says they have locked on to a weak gravitational wave and are decoding it.
Pom-Pom sure is glad that everybody's okay! Conductor! Oh, we missed you too. Pom-Pom received Himiko's message. Repeating it now.
The source of Assad Kramad's power is fear. He exploits people's fears to imaginate future possibilities. When another possibility is observed, this apocalypse will be overwritten. And also, each and every one of us nameless is making it to the next stop. This part is the conductor's heartfelt wish.
So, Assad Pramad is a Lord Ravager that observes and imaginates possibilities.
That explains why I could never land a blow on him.
When people saw the Lord Ravager's descent, they were gripped with fear, despair, and everything else that comes with an apocalyptic end. Those very emotions fed this catastrophe and made a possibility become reality.
Himeko said we need to observe another possibility for this apocalypse to be overwritten. Observe another possibility. How do we do that?
Build a crowd, then defeat Assad Pramad in front of them. That's the easiest way. But I'll just create hundreds of clones to hide behind, and no one will be able to lay a finger on him. That's another of his tricks by manipulating possibilities.
So we don't actually have any way of defeating that old dice head.
Who says we're out of options? If we somehow witness all his possibilities, then he would collapse into just one being due to the effect of observation. I will activate the formation plume I've set up all over the Arcadia, then use the vision of the Rainbow Spiritus Kalachakra Sky Plume.
General, do you require my cooperation like during SparksyCon?
Each reading drives the murky future towards a definite outcome, a collapsed quantum state, even if that outcome isn't to one's liking. The Eye of Ishvara would transcend mere sight and permeate throughout this realm. The Kalachakra Sky Plume would predict the future of all beings at tens of billions of instances per second. That's right, Mr. Sunday. I would like you to expand the range of your tuning.
You mean to determine the future of Assad Pramad through observation? But, as I recall, as your observation expands, it will anchor the fate of this world.
Observation is for him to worry about. I want you to become my eyes and look for me. The fate Assad Pramad imaginated is imminent, and there is no path for the future in it. Only Ishvara, only observers with sufficient strength and personal freedom have what it takes to make choices that trace the path to our future. I also need a place with a good vantage point. Something like a towering structure.
How confident are you in this plan succeeding, General?
Even if the chance of success is only a coin toss, once I enter the fray myself, I always treat it as a 100% certainty.
I'll fight by your side too. Even if there is only half a chance of success.
I will do all I can to ensure you two remain connected through tuning.
Then, Dan Heng, March, and I will clear the passages as soon as possible to ensure the Express can depart.
And myself, he, and General Yao Guang will force the collapse of Assad Pramad's clones, granting us a way to his true form.
Thank you, Sunday. Before you boarded the Express, you said that you didn't understand trailblazing, and yet you have fought alongside us in the most dangerous moments of our journey.
No, Mr. Yang. I should be the one thanking all of you. Before boarding the Express, I was just a traveler looking for answers. You all taught me to trailblaze and walk the stars. to hold fast to the hands of those around me when facing difficulties. It is my honor to be able to provide assistance.
You really look like one of the Nameless now.
Thank you too, General Yao Guang. The Express will meet you as soon as we rescue Himiko.
And that's when we'll defeat Asat Pramod together.
And when we do bring Himiko home, each and every one of us will be accounted for as well.
You still have time. Go and say your goodbyes to your friends before we set off. Meet me at the entrance when you're ready.
Why do you look like that? What's happening? Is it bad? The little Furbos and I will be here waiting to hear the story of how you claimed victory over Asat Pramod. Don't forget.
Boss, you absolutely must win! We'll be waiting to shoot your victory cover!
I've already sent out the press release. Just waiting to fill in the time and location of the victory.
Oh, winner, winner! Boss is definitely winning!
The young man's eyes burn with a fiery determination, for the path he is to traverse soon leads straight into the eye of the storm.
Off to save the world again, Nameless? Be sure to return in one piece. I'm staying to help your friends dig out the Express. Go on. I'll take care of everything here.
I knew you were leaving soon. Take care. Don't lose your life.
I'm off. See you later.
Are you ready? Before we set off, there's something I'd like you to keep safe from me. Please, hold on to my strategy pouch. Open it when you are in need of the hunt. Our future destinies. Remember when we were at SparksyCon and you saw the wheel and woe lots hanging over me?
I remember. But you commanded me not to tell you what they said.
I'd like you to keep your eyes on me as much as possible. "30 years ago, I used the Decalite reflection barrier to divine the tides of battle for the Fonghu. But, in a moment of blind arrogance, I turned my back on what destiny had revealed and dared to wield the Rainbow Spiritus to twist the very threads of causality. But karma was on the way to punish me. That day, I became entangled with the barrier at a single point, left to drift endlessly through time and space. A healer named this unusual condition temporal dislocation. Put simply, there's always a chance that I could suddenly disappear at any moment. If I am not observed for even a second, I may disappear. I restrain myself with the Nexus Sapientiae, forged by the Yuchue Artisanship Commission. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We can't afford a single mistake in this operation. You must keep an eye on me always, no matter the fate that I'm anchored to. I had already decided my fate when I set foot in this world. You are only a witness, not the one wielding the blade. Mr. Sunday?
My birds will be keeping an eye on you both.
I'll give you a signal from atop the tower. Let's go. Let's eliminate all of Asat Pramad's possibilities.
You must get past it if you want to reach that tower.
It spotted us!
Fret not. I will protect you.
What if we made a bet too? On whether Himiko is living or dead?
Never fight fate. Because it fights back. Asat Pramad, your elation is just supreme idiocy. That thing over there. What is that?
I've seen it at Star Rail Fest. Likely a device that collects people's wish power.
He has courageously challenged an ancient Leviathan of the Sith-Dearth Age. And his chosen weapon is a standard Planarcadian ambience product. As I said, he is peak entertainment. At last, the long-awaited prelude. Monster versus protagonist.
I'm sick of this guy's trifling gimmicks. Keep it together. Remember our plan.
starter coil is starting to have trouble keeping up with me. This is my chance.
We're here. Get ready, Sunday.
Careful. Assat Pramod just appeared above you.
Smart of you to lead a Xianzhou general to her death. How honorable and entertaining it would be to challenge the Demon Lord and save the world alone. But yes, two is better than one. Still, I was not expecting a diviner. To think I should have the honor of meeting the divine foresight, Bane of Ventilia. What can she do for you? Reveal your victory odds? Predict your weal and woe? Whatever she divines, I will block its path. What will you do now?
Then I, a diviner that never grants an audience to anyone, will teach you a lesson. Assat Pramod, a general and a diviner have completely different duties. A general breaks formations from behind, and a diviner destroys them from the front. And did you say you will block every path I divine? Sorry, but creating paths where there are none is the expertise of trailblazers. Now, shall I read your fortune? See your myriad possibilities condensed until eventually only one remains. Defeat.
The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the Jade Abacus reveals its script.
The celestial eye opens and shuts as calamity and fortune reveal themselves.
I see it.
So this insight is what the Eye of the Hunt has to offer.
Good. I see it too. Assat Pramod, your fate is sealed.
What a brilliant reversal! Now, this is the resistance I have been looking for. Exhausting all possibilities. Plotting every scheme. Just hurling everything at me. In short, elation! How unfortunate that this coming perfect apocalypse will not be seen by you, General Yao Guang. I see the rope that tethered your existence here has snapped. I do not believe we will meet again in this lifetime.
I have nothing left to give. Ishvara, please. Take Asat Pramod to his fated defeat.
General!
Pity. You were so close. She put her life on the line for you to have this sliver of a chance. Just like Himiko. Don't let their sacrifices come to nothing. You know, protagonist, it's actually heartbreaking that those clones are gone. But she did deliver you here, to me. It's time for a veteran navigator to point the way forward for you.
The Vansis Moon Courtyard?
A terrifying enemy is near, but you stand alone, helpless. How often have you been in such a predicament, protagonist? This is how trailblazing expeditions always end, no? Don't worry. As the former navigator myself, I may provide you with some instruction. Just as Akivili instructed me, and I instructed Falcon Amundsen. Perhaps instruction is too formal a word. Young people these days can't stand such formality. How about we make it a bit friendlier? You quiz me instead. Next, you can ask me questions. 8 of them. About me. About Aha. About Akivili. About the future of the cosmos. About you, even. I'll answer anything you ask. Because once 8 questions are done, you're dead. Did you forget? We are the only 2 supplicants with a chance of winning the Phantom Moon Games. Because the die happened to land on 8. Because there are 8 supplicants in the games. Or perhaps because we first met in Emphorius. Another 8! You're not interested in stories and secrets? That's unfortunate. Of course, this universe also has a button reserved for you. But let me remind you, this is the last time we will speak so openly.
Is this guy actually serious? Himiko hasn't escaped yet, and there's no news from the Express. I should try to delay him for as long as possible if we want to have any chance of winning. Why would I believe a Lord Ravager?
Looks like you're not so opposed to my offer either. How about we add a wild card to this boring trivia game then? Give your answers to the die you're holding. Roll the die. If your roll is a critical success, you get to uncover my deepest secret. I will answer every question, even if it works against me. I still answer, but only in half-truths. It shouldn't pose any problem for our protagonist. You can effortlessly distinguish truth from deception. I'll share a candid truth, though it won't necessarily be the whole truth. Did General Yao Guang bind me just now? You should really trust her strength. Besides, it's been a long time since I've just offered myself up to the chessboard of fates. How exciting to have every outcome based on pure probability. And now, let's get started.
What do I ask?
Right now, among infinite possibilities, countless versions of you are asking me endless questions. Not strange at all. Faced with fate and the universe, people have endless questions. It's asking and answering that make us who we are. Don't hold back. Go ahead and ask your most pressing question right now.
Why were so many people calling me Aki Villi along the way?
Because the path you walk is the same one they once walked. The Astral Express, the path of Trailblaze, your determination to connect the worlds. None of these are coincidences. You are a successor in a way, carrying an essence similar to theirs. And so people see a familiar starlight in you. This is the reason I think that Himiko thinks so highly of you. 7 questions left.
About the Stellaron inside of me. How much do you know?
The Stellaron is a fragment of a path, a condensing of ionic powers and concepts. It comes from harmony, but surely you already know this. One in your body. Strange. Whatever its essence is, it seems to be intricately linked to the Trailblaze. It's the engine, the coordinates, and a vessel of possibilities that even I cannot fully see through. You may ask 6 more questions.
I once met my other self in Amphorius. Who was that?
Oh, this is A most interesting discovery. Might you also possess the gift of grasping possibility? Unfortunately, even I do not know the answer to that question. It's beyond what I can see and understand at present. To make amends, this question won't count against you. You may ask 6 more questions.
Since you're open to answering anything, let's talk about the Lord Ravager's weaknesses.
The Lord Ravager's weaknesses? How greedy, child. You just asked 7 questions at once. But then again, who could pass up the chance to gossip about colleagues? Whose weakness do you want to know? But I only answer 1 question at a time. Fantilia loathes stubborn minds, hosts she can't seize. She abhors the taste of human courage. Her greatest weakness is her insatiable greed, always wanting everything at once. So, satisfied? 5 left now.
Mr. Asat Pramad, have you ever been in love?
What did you just say?
Sorry, but I'm really curious. Have you ever fallen in love?
You have this rare opportunity to speak to a former navigator, and you're interested in his personal life? You really are something else. So intriguing. I almost want to throw in the towel and bow out.
So, I should roll?
Wait, not yet! Don't roll. If you roll a critical success, I honestly have no idea how I'm supposed to weave a sharp jab at cosmic destiny into something about personal emotions. So be it. This one's on me. I'll answer you plainly. I've loved. Of course, I've loved before. But in the end, every planet tied to my past lovers, I destroyed them all. Not because we broke up. I genuinely cared for them. I just like what I do now even more. Feels good to get that off my shoulders. They have no complaints either. Whew. All right. This won't happen again. Maybe you still have a lot of questions like this. Maybe you'll just ask them directly. But let me make it clear. I don't want to see such questions again. 5 left now.
Someone said there are 4 paths that will bring the apocalypse to the universe. Destruction, harmony and nihility. What is the last remaining path?
Your questions would leave even Noose completely stumped. But I will answer them, even though I can only offer my humble opinion. Up to you if you believe me or not. Now, roll the die. Hey! That's a critical success! Perhaps I have a surprise for you. It's an answer I realized over the course of a long journey. The fourth path that brings the apocalypse is the Trailblaze. You should be glad that their plan has failed. Nobody knows what happens to a universe that has its paths broken. An unknowable, incalculable universe of madness. A universe where every direction is forward and there is no end. Time flows, yet nothing ever happens. Space stretches on, yet there is nowhere to go. Even existence itself defies all logic. Thinking about it, doesn't even the answer destruction sound kind? At least it has a clear end. 4 questions left. Keep going.
I'm sure it's nothing to you, but do you mind explaining how to defeat you?
Understandable. I've met a lot of people who love coming at me, yelling their slogans. Hope. Justice. But you would rather know all the strategies to beat the devil. Don't worry. My answer won't disappoint you. But of course, you'll have to roll the die first. The way to defeat me is right in front of you. Inside you, in fact. It's the Stellaron. All this time, you've been traveling in a limited and ridiculous human form. You're trapped within a lie called the Trailblaze, dreaming you are a courageous human. You can't defeat me in this state. But if you do what you did against Full Wish, open it to this world, to those cowards trembling in the ruins, to the audience waiting for a hero to save them, the surge of wish power will fully awaken it. And in that moment, you can easily seize your victory. You may still ask me 3 more questions.
You said you used to be the Navigator. So, is the Eon of Trailblaze still alive?
Ah, you have rolled poorly. Let me think. How do I reply to you? Of course they are still alive! Is it not said they live within the bodies and in the footsteps of you nameless? No matter how many times the Express crashes, it will always return to its voyage. Surely this is proof that Akivili is still living, yes? Only when you reach Pagana, perhaps you will finally realize the Trailblaze is nothing but a lie. Only 2 questions left.
I've always been curious. Since the Stellaron hunters also see possibilities, do you know what they're truly working toward?
A critical success? Your luck is off the charts! Elio's troop. What they're chasing is something even the Eons might hesitate to touch. They are not fighting against a specific apocalypse, but trying to destroy the finality itself. To be more exact, they seek to destroy a finale in which every possibility has been frozen. What Elio has glimpsed may be an end that goes beyond the destruction itself. A point where all things settle into complete stillness and nihility. The Stellaron hunters traverse the worlds in search of a path that will let the entire universe keep evolving. Their purpose is far more tragic and far more mad than it appears. Final question. Think carefully. What do you want to ask?
There's something I've thought about from the start. Tell me, is Himiko still alive? Do you really have no feelings for your daughter?
Your luck really is awful. Of all the questions, you had to fail on the one I most wanted to answer. Pay no mind to the role. I'll be honest with you. Of course Himiko is still alive. At least on the stage I've meticulously prepared for her. She will play an important role, and is now awaiting her curtain call. Life is like this. One chance journey after another. One whim after another. Playing someone's father. Becoming someone's friend. And at times, someone's lover. Then, by a twist of fate, I let a girl with no future begin to dream of the stars and of lands yet to be reached. I have never understood why the seeds I planted by chance would always take root in unexpected ways. I never expected them to bear fruit, such as Graphia or Himiko. It feels like a curse. Like fate's cruelest mockery of me. Just like that night 15 years ago, I had the chance to crush the Express again, but I hesitated. No to both. I've never fully understood that lapse in judgment. I still ask myself why.
No matter the reason, you caused a huge mess for your colleagues.
A few weeks ago, Himiko returned to her hometown and brought you back with her. That was the moment I finally understood Why I didn't shoot down the Express 15 years ago. It had nothing to do with acting as a father or trailblazing, but for a destruction that spanned 15 years, to set her on a journey to gain what was most precious, only to shatter it all in the cruelest way. What truly matters is this. I will have you bring an end to this world, here and now. It's the most vicious joke I can play on Planarcadia, on myself, and on the fate of the universe. Take a guess. Will this joke amuse Aha?
You want to use my Stellaron?
The worlds the Astral Express deals with. How could they be without a Stellaron? Boom! 15 years ago, during the blood-stained games, all the supplicants died violent deaths. Then, the husk ran out of wish power and grew agitated, craving a blood sacrifice. 15 years later, a hero from the Express shone brightly throughout the games. His Stellaron overflowing with wish power. The perfect sacrificial piece. All right. Now that I've answered the 8 questions, I now need to... Kids these days. Show some respect and put your phone away when your elder is talking. Huh?
Himeko is right there!
There you are! I see all of you! What kind of nonsense is that? Boring. But canceling an elderly person's pension account like that, doesn't her conscience hurt at all?
You treat other people's lives and suffering like numbers on a dime, toying with them at will. So why do you fall apart when it's your turn?
Your curiosity is commendable, but you've already used up all your questions. So I won't be answering anything you ask.
Doesn't matter. We've stalled long enough as it is. You don't need to answer the following question. I just want to know. If I swing at that thing you have for a head, would it break?
Ruins be upon the world, the myriad colors returning to the void. Your failure is written in stone. For this purpose, you will once again be playing the protagonist. Will the hero shoulder all your wishes, ignite the stellar, and fill the demon lord in a single blow? Or become the cloudless embers that bring finality upon this world? The hero who tried to save Planarcadia, accidentally smashing it to pieces. Now that is what I call a smash hit space comedy. So sit back and enjoy the show.
Hang in there! We're on our way!
Trailblazing whirlwind! See ya!
What? Still holding back? Come on. Let's step out and do something! Give me a smile.
Elation is hilarious! What's the rush? The show's just getting started.
I was thinking your show's about to end.
Finally, we made it.
Papa promised each and every one of us nameless.
After all, the Fluffy's protagonist hasn't gotten on board yet.
Let's show this guy what real nameless are made of.
Here we go. Companions have entered the ring, and the supporting cast has taken the stage. The dawn turns her blade on her throne. Give me a smile.
Let me teach you some moves.
Dragons soaring above the land. This is permanent!
Stars favor us. That over. Don't thank me.
All martial arts are mine to command!
Wiped him out.
Call me the Galactic Twinkler. Trailblazer, yeah!
Showtime.
Perfect speedrun!
People always say that the will of observe the heavens with my divination. Hence the plug. An explosive start.
All for the thrill.
Didn't see that coming. The crowd loves good.
Top tier play.
Baneful clouds scatter. Shadow, don't thank me.
All martial arts are mine to command.
Wiped him out.
My purpose is to protect.
Time to unwind. This next round, real gaming is ready.
Stars favor us. Hence the plug. An explosive start.
Feast your eyes,
Let's show this guy what real nameless are made of.
Here we go. Companions have entered the ring, and the supporting cast has taken the stage. The dawn turns her blade.
Shadow, don't thank me.
Wiped him out.
Call me the Galactic Trailblazer. Yeah.
Unlimited firepower.
Troublemaker? I'd like to be one. People always observe the heavens with my divination. Hence the plug. An explosive start.
All martial arts are mine to command.
All for the thrill. This next round, real gaming is ready.
Shadow, don't thank me.
Hit me with all your talk of friendship and justice.
Your moment. All eyes are on you.
This is Honkai.
Elation is hilarious.
Those who pass the challenge are worthy of a reward. What I mean is, you've earned the right to face Phase 2. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you my second mask. They say luck is a form of strength. Come on, let's see your strength.
obey this soaring above the land. This is permanent!
Showtime.
I need
Baneful clouds scatter. That's the cloud. An explosive start.
All martial arts are mine to command!
Feast your eyes,
Don't fall now. Why not we roar?
The end of destruction!
Trailblazer! Yeah!
Stars favor us. That only. Don't thank me.
All right. Enough joking around. Time to get serious. Now, feast your eyes on what I attained in my first battle to the death with the Great Destroyer. My third mask. You shall witness the reality of all things turning to silence. The three calamities have come. The myriad colors returning to the void. I shall extinguish this world's laughter and offer up my mourning.
Wiped him out.
Stay sharp. I'll provide cover.
Time to unwind. Unlimited firepower.
People always say, observe the heavens with my divination.
Dragons soaring above the land. This is permanent!
That's the cloud. An explosive start.
All for the thrill.
Your moment to shine. All eyes are on you!
This next round, we'll feast your eyes,
The music.
Always ready.
I'll break. You can't protect. You can't protect anyone. I will erase them one by one, right before your very eyes. Return to silence.
Darn it.
Come on, protagonist. Open yourself up and embrace all wishes. Find a way to beat me, kill me, kick my die around like a ball. So, what's it going to be? Lose everything or destroy everything?
Pom-Pom, start up the express. Provide covering fire!
Once again, the Express is falling. How boring. Now, you and I both see the imminent apocalypse. You've failed. The game ends here. I'm curious. Will you still be able to settle once more?
Don't be afraid. I'm here. Oh, don't be afraid. Trust that I will always be by your side. Keep walking.
Himiko. A beach? What is this place? Himiko went that way earlier? I need to catch up. Himiko? Everyone! Where are you?
And the Astral Express, readying for departure. Its lights illuminating the dark. Beneath your feet are countless paths, and they're surrounded by nameless stars. You saw a